Do you ever have those days where at the end of the day you just sit down and you're like, did I accomplish anything? I didn't check off all my to-do boxes. I didn't, finish that big project like I said I was going to. I didn't exercise. I didn't drink enough water. I didn't follow my, trying to eat healthy. I didn't clean. That's pretty much me 50% of the time. So hopefully in today's video, you'll learn some tips and tricks to be your most productive self every day, but also more importantly, tips on how to give yourself grace and realize most people, they feel just as unproductive as you feel every day. Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video is honestly super exciting for me. I say that probably about every video, but that's because I do like every video. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lindsay. Today's video is honestly one that I think is super important. And when I was originally gonna make this video, I was going to make it all about being productive, getting things done, staying motivated. And I kind of pivoted. When I was thinking about motivation, I realized that half the time, I feel like I've gotten nothing done. I sit down, I'm like, what did I accomplish today? Especially for work, I started being honest with myself and my coworkers, being like, I feel like I'm dropping the ball. I feel like I'm not making deadlines. I feel like I'm just all over the place and, I constantly have to reprioritize. So then this doesn't get done or this doesn't get done. And, when I started kind of saying that to others and they kind of reciprocated and said, we feel that way too. We don't feel productive half the time. Then I started realizing this is like such a bigger thing, and they taught me a few tricks and I've learned a few tricks along the way, as long as things to actually be productive and, make the most of our time. But I just wanted to make a video that's more realistic, not just like, here's things so you can get done everything in one day, because most of the time that's not possible. So I have my coffee here and what's half left of it. It's like 3 p.m., so not much. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into things that have really helped me be more productive and stay motivated and giving myself grace. Okay, so like I said, this is a mixture of things. It's, tips to be productive, and especially working from home, I think it's important to have a few kind of like things set up in a way that makes you feel your most productive and like you're actually working. Also a few things to stay motivated and keep yourself going when you feel like it's just dragging on and you just don't want to do what you have to get done that day. And then lastly, tips on just giving yourself a break and letting yourself just have some grace, and that not every day is going to be your most productive day. Okay, so jumping right into it, first and foremost, for me, working from home, I have to have a morning routine and a checkout routine. So morning routine is, of course, getting up, getting ready. In the beginning, when I started working from home, I didn't have that. And now that I'm full-time remote and full-time working from home, I have to have that. I personally don't think makeup's necessary, but for me, it helps to just even put on a tinted moisturizer, mascara. Like yesterday, I just put on mascara and did my eyebrows and called it a day, and I felt good. But I have to do something to get ready. At least wear a cute-ish outfit for me, like matching set of leggings and a sports bra and a cute tee, or a pullover and leggings. Or today I actually have a blouse on because I felt kind of like I needed to be productive today because I had a ton of meetings, so I knew I wanted to look good in those meetings so I could feel good about myself and just have a little mood boost, a little confidence boost, honestly. So that's my morning routine that really helps me say, okay, it's now time to work. And I get up really early. I start my work day at 7. I find that I'm really productive in the hours between like 7 and 10. Like I can get so much work done just between those 3 hours. And the rest of the day I have meetings or I have, other items to accomplish. So that's kind of how I set myself up for success. Having a time you start work to me is really important. Getting, not having that I work from home so I can get up anytime I want kind of mindset. That to me, for my personality, does not work. It may work for your personality, but it just doesn't work for me. And then the second half, having a wind down routine, a checkout routine, where you check your brain off from work. I have work, I have, this channel, I have a little side business, and so I do all of that, and then I need something to get me saying, hey, it's time, take your brain offline, just relax and unwind. Some days I can check out or unwind at, 5 p.m. And then other days it's more like 8 p.m. So having something to like get my mind out, since I don't really have a certain time, really helps me. So lately I have been either working out. Of course, I don't work out every day, so that's not really possible. Like today's my off rest day. So today, to unwind, I may watch 30 minutes of a show. I may sit on the couch and, go through social media. Just take 30 minutes where I don't pretty much do anything. So on days I don't work out, I do that, or I'll pull out a glass of wine. Everyone's different. Some people can just close their laptops and be like, I'm done. Like that signifies the end of the workday. Then I have a few little tips and tricks that have helped me really kind of energize my space, as weird as that sounds. So one being, not facing a wall. I used to face this wall actually, and for some reason it just made me feel so closed in. It made me feel tired, like staring at a wall. Who wants to stare at a wall? Now I have like these windows beside me. I have the kitchen there. Like it just feels a lot more big and open and not so like constricted. You have to face a wall. I would recommend putting some kind of like picture there, or I don't know, anything that's nice to look at, not just a blank wall. If you're like me and you have one great room area that your office is in, or desk or setup, keeping anything clear around you of clutter will really help you feel more energized. I know it's such a cliche saying, a decluttered space is a decluttered mind, but it really is true, because if you're like me and you're like, oh, I have to clean that, oh, I have to clean that, like you're just staring at it all day, or it's like right by you, it's gonna distract you and it's gonna cause you to just become so much more tired. Also, having an office setup, like a proper office setup or a designated space organ, whether that's your dining table or your couch or your desk, having one place you can go to in the morning at least to kind of start your day, that really helps me. My husband's different than me. He can start from anywhere and be fine, but for me personally, I found it super helpful. Like, this is where I come in the morning, this is where I set up, this is where I write down my to-do list for the day and all of that. And then the last kind of like productive tip and trick before I get into like motivational ones more so, is to take breaks, drink lots of water, and move your body. No one is going to feel good if you're just sitting at your desk 24/7 all day. You need to move, you need to get up to get water at least. I have this huge water bottle that I keep at my desk that's full most of the time. And then taking breaks, so a lunch break. That's so important, to take a lunch break. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes even. Just not staring at a screen or having to like just be constantly on will help you so much. I used to work through the days and I would just be like dragging and dragging. Taking 30 minutes to yourself, go on a walk outside or go get the mail or anything, just for 30 minutes to just do something other than work. Cook food, anything. Warm up your food and eat at the table or eat at your couch, anywhere that's not your desk. It really, really does help. Okay, so one of my final productivity tips that has probably changed my life personally and work-wise is keeping a project management tool instead of a to-do list. Now, for the longest time, I was like, no. I like paper, I like writing things down, I like taking things off. No, not gonna do it, not gonna do it virtually. And one day, honestly, I did Trello for my personal, and it kind of changed my life. I know that sounds pretty dramatic, but so I have my Trello set up to see the board. So I have, different cards in different sections. So, one section is backlog. So anything that you have in your mind, just doing that mind dump, in the morning to get anything in that backlog. And then in progress or to do, those are the things that you're gonna focus on that day and putting those most important things in that little area. And then anything that's completed or on hold, you have two different sections for that as well. And once you move it into the completed section, you feel so good. But if you're on hold or waiting for someone, you can also place it in there, so you don't like feel terrible that you have to move it backwards. You can still keep somewhat move it in the same area. I do the same thing with work. I use ClickUp for work and I use Trello for my personal, and keeping those two just help me keep sane. In the morning, I go to ClickUp to start my day with work, and I make sure to put everything that I need to do. I put everything into do or in progress that I want to do that day, and same with Trello. But that brings me to motivation. So keeping motivated, how I keep motivated, how I keep going throughout the day when I literally just don't want to and I want to sleep. Sundays, I climb into bed. I don't want to work anymore. I just bring my laptop with me. I'll try to finish a few emails if I can, and then I'll just give myself grace. I will lay in bed, watch a show, and just not be productive at all. And sometimes I need that. My mind needs that. My body needs that. You know, sometimes we do just have to like say enough is enough and just, we did our best today and let's try again tomorrow. 3 of my coworkers and I had this conversation recently, different times, and they said that they don't look on a day-to-day basis, because some days you have really good days, you're killing it, you checked off all your stuff and more, or you checked off half your stuff and you feel good. And then other days, nothing, 0. You know what? You actually added stuff on your list. You didn't take anything off. And that feels horrible. But sometimes, you know, that's just the reality and it's okay. Giving myself something to look forward to at the end of the day or on the weekend, or an incentive of some type to just like get through that day or that project. Knowing the result of something that you're gonna do is really motivational for me. So let's say I have a YouTube video I want to upload, you know, editing it. I'll be like, well, this is going to help grow my channel. So that's my kind of reasoning for uploading and wanting to get it done, and helps me motivate me. You know, another thing is for work, I have a project and this is gonna bring in X amount of leads and help me grow, you know, my career and get that promotion for me. That's gonna help me motivate me to get that done. Framing tasks in that way of results oriented and seeing that end result, it really helps shift your mindset to saying like, oh, I have to get this done because like it just has to be done. No, you're gonna get it done because what's at the end of the rainbow? And of course there's gonna be some tasks that literally don't have an end result and you just have to get it done for some reason, like you have to send that email because they need the response, you know. But try to find a little bit of good in it all, and it'll really motivate you to get it done. Some days when I'm really, really low on energy or anything like that, I'll just say, if I can get these 4 things done, I can go and binge my new Netflix series. I know it sounds so silly, but I mean, honestly, like just setting an incentive, that's really, really helps me. Another little tip or trick is to keep one day free. So for me, it's the weekend because I work Monday through Friday, you know, and usually I work Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. I try to always keep Sunday free, but now I'm kind of switching that to Saturday because Sunday is my like prep for the next weekday. Keeping one day free where you don't have to do anything except for, you know, go work out, go have brunch with friends, go have dinner with friends, you know, have a date night, anything. Go see family. Literally the day could look like anything. You don't have to do anything, no brain work, no brain power, nothing. That really helps you kind of reset your mood and give yourself that downtime that you need to be your most productive self. Overall, I would say I'm a very productive person and I get a lot achieved every day. But still, mostly at the end of the day, I look back and I say, what did I accomplish? What did I do? Why do I feel like I didn't do anything? And it's really up to each of ourselves to give ourselves that grace and that, you know, it's okay not to always be productive or to not feel productive. Have I had dishes in my sink for the last 2 days? Yes. Am I proud of it? No. Was I exhausted and I just didn't want to do it? Yes. So, you know, we all have those weeks, we all have those days. As I'm talking to my coworkers and being more transparent with them, it's becoming more apparent that most people feel this way. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, saying it's okay to not feel productive. It's okay to not get anything done one day. You have tomorrow. You know, you're not gonna get fired over it. You're not gonna get a C in that class because you took one day off from studying. It's really just giving ourselves that time and grace and rest to recharge and just being more kind to ourselves. So those are my tips on how to be productive, how to stay motivated, and how to just give yourself a little grace and say, hey, I can go to bed at 5 p.m. if I want to go to bed at 5 p.m. or at least lay in bed and binge watch a show. I'm gonna just order takeout tonight. I'm just gonna make that freezer meal. All of that is perfectly acceptable because you have tomorrow to do it all over again and try again. Not every day is gonna be perfect. If every day was perfect, that just wouldn't be realistic or life. Everybody has the days where they just stay in bed all day binge watching TV. I really hope you took something out of this video. I don't know if anyone's gonna be interested in any of this stuff, but this is stuff that's really helped me personally just be a better person overall and be more productive and find that motivation, because I'm looking at the end result and not just the task. Those are things that have really helped me change my mindset. So I hope this helps you at least one little bit, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, if you made it this far in the video, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.